Hello everybody and welcome to another stream. Today we're going to be checking out the IniBuilds A300 for Microsoft Flight Sim, and we do have the beautiful PW engines as you can see there. The update just released, I think it was last night, and it's also on sale, so I decided to pick it up. And yeah, we're going to be flying this from Hamburg here today. And we're going to be going to East Midlands Airport EGNX. So let's go ahead and take a look at the routing here. So I'll bring up Volanta for you guys. Oh, hello Caleb, welcome to the stream. Thank you of course for being a member on the channel. I'm going to try to do a 744 flight. Very nice. I was flying the Sparky 744 the other day. Pretty decent. So anyway, let's take a look at the routing here. So we are situated here at Hamburg. Look how busy Hamburg is right now on Volanta. So we are here at Hamburg in the cargo area, and then we're going to be departing runway 33 on the WSN 4 Golf departure, and we're going to fly over to the west towards East Midlands on the Hemi 1 Echo arrival into the ILS for 09. So we will be flying sort of slightly down south and then up towards Londonish area, and then flying back up north towards Leicester and Loughborough, etc. And we'll probably go manual around here and then fly during the downwind for 09 at East Midlands. And we do have the Pirigi Devco scenery for East Midlands, which is very nice, so that'd be pretty cool. I'm using a freeware version of EDDH Hamburg here, which I found on Flight Sim TO, but I think we should get to it here. So right, batteries on, and we've got external power. Lovely. I'm going to turn the sounds down a little bit. They are quite loud compared to other aircraft. But do let me know what the sounds are like, if it's too loud, too quiet. So, galley power can go on, nav logo to position 1. Emergency exit lights can be armed. And let's go up top here. Power supply. The power supply for the oxygens can go on. It is to nav, and we'll let those align. And I'm pretty impressed with this aircraft so far. Seems really nice. So let's go and grab everything from SimBrief. So we can import our flight here into the EFB. Go to ground equipment, and let's get the doors open here, left stairs as well. Lovely. And then ground equipment. Cool. So I think if we do that, right, we don't need that door open then. It is in transit. We don't need that. That's fine. Right, weight and balance. What are we taking today? Let's take aero parts. We're going to update that from SimBrief and apply it. That's going to start all of that good stuff. So, it's nice they finally added landing perf. Yeah, really nice. Definitely. Zero fuel weight is 114, so that's going to be going up. That's perfectly fine. And everything else here is fine for now. Let's go down here. We do have the new modern radio stack. So if we go, where is it? Let's go and import the plan from SimBrief. There we are. Very nice SimBrief integration here. And I'm just going to turn the airport ambience on FS realistic down just a little bit. Right, so EDDH, EGNX, a cost index of 61 today. Flat level 340 is fine, and we are CUDA 0818. 0818. Perfect, align IRS, good stuff. And we'll get all this sorted once the aircraft has fueled up and everything. So we can go to flight plan and go to our SID. So we're departing runway 33 on the WSN4 Golf. So we'll insert that. Now let's go all the way down to EGNX here. EGNX star. So the ILS09 and the Hemi 1 Echo arrival. And we're not going to have any transition today. That's fine. Good. When aircraft come into East Midlands for the 09 approach from on this star, they generally get just vectored in after a certain waypoint, so we're just essentially going to do the same thing here. Let's go get the APU started. Wing light can go on as well. Everything else here is looking good for now. Very nice cockpit, very nice sounds. Let's see how the loading is going. It's all good to go, almost, as we fuel up. A payload of 25 tons here today, and we are taking 13 tons of fuel, so almost ready to go here. Hear the APU starting there. Yeah, very nice. And I'll definitely be flying some cargo ops in and out of East Midlands, that is for sure. And we'll get all of this on in just a second. As soon as the APU has started. APU has started, so APU bleed can go on. Can get all of this good stuff on. Very loud. Hope it's not too loud for you guys. Do let me know. Right, so right, I'm not gonna let us do that yet. We need to probably. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. Okay, I guess we'll wait for everything's on board. I'm still gonna just turn it down very slightly. Okay, it's very loud in my in my headset. And I think we have everything on board now. Perfect. Good. Okay, so let's go to takeoff here and run the takeoff calculations. So all of this, we're not doing that. We're doing runway 33. And surface is dry. That is the accurate wind. Temperature is 13 and the altimeter is 999. And flaps 1515, aircon on, anti-ice, force toga, we'll turn that on so we can hear those lovely engine sounds. And there is our V-spins and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and put that in the, actually what we need to do first, next page, put all of this stuff in, there it is. Your fuel weight CG. Guess I'll give that to us over here. Gross weight CG. It gives us that, but not zero fuel weight CG. Okay. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll just leave it at that. And we can go to takeoff now. And V1 159. VR is 159 as well. And then 163 for V2. Get all of these on whilst we're here. And 162 up here on the FCU. Perfect, let's set our altimeter 0999. Alright, 0999 set. And let's select our altitude, so we're going up to 340. Perfect. And let's step through our flight plan then. Just make sure there's no discontinuities. And I'm gonna get rid of upduck here. And from video, yep, that looks all good there. Okay. And everything looks good here as well. So we'll go profile and nav there. That is set to Togo, which is perfectly fine. And I think everything else is good to go here. Let's set this to alt off for now. Beacon can go on. Let's get the pushback. Oh, that just started straight away. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to start the... at least connect first, but nope, we're just pushing back without. Alright, now we're good for pushback. Okay, I need to get a proper pushback plugin still. So, we are... oh, we're still aligning. Should not be moving. Can we force align anywhere? No, we'll probably just have to wait for the aircraft to align. Doesn't look like... yeah, default pushback system is weird. I really need to get a proper one. Is there anywhere we can force align? How is GSX? I've heard it's got many issues, but I guess it's kind of tempting. How long on the alignment? Let's have a look. 1 minute. Alright, we'll just have to wait. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. Obviously I have the X-Plane 12 version, which is okay. But the one here in Microsoft Flight Sim is very nice. I like the flight model actually. For Microsoft Flight Sim, it's pretty good. Not too bad at all. And we'll just give this a minute to align then. There's a free pushback tool, basically better pushback for MFS, however it does conflict with some planes. The Phoenix is the only one I know it has issues with, so it might be worth checking it out. Yeah, I don't actually have the Phoenix, so I'll check that out. I think I did used to use it, but it was not working for me for whatever reason, so... but we can try it out again. While we're waiting for this to align, let's go ahead and set the landing elevation here. So at East Midlands, landing elevation is 300. Perfect, alright. GSX is weird, not really good for moving fast takes, well, especially on pushback. Like, you need to wait for other people to move, else it'll scream at you to set the parking brakes. Thank you, Caleb. Right, just waiting for this to align. Still says 1 minute. I wish there was a way we could force align. Unless I'm missing that somewhere. If I just set that to instant, will that work? Guess we'll set this to fast for future. Alright, and we'll just wait here then until we align. Shouldn't be too long now. Still says a minute. Yeah, I think you make a good point there, Caleb, because we did move a little bit. I wasn't expecting the pushback to just start straight away. I'm expecting it to like connect first, which is what it normally does. Anyway, let's go to settings. Let's set this to instant. See what that does. Align mode. There it is. All right, we have alignment now. Perfect. Now we can go for a pushback. All right, and okay, let's get why is that off? Right, let's get engine started then. Watch the N2 rise there. Get that engine started. We'll get some fuel in there. I don't really know what it wants there. I'm just going to put 20. We'll leave it at that, I guess. I don't really know how to get that value from the... I would expect it to give it to me in Takeoff here, but it doesn't. It gives me the gross weight CG, but not the zero fuel weight CG. Beautiful sounds. I'm not sure why we're pushing back so slowly. Yeah, definitely need to get a better pushback add-on, that's for sure. As soon as that engine has started, which it has, let's start engine at number 2. And watch the N2 rise there. Well, I turned the parking brake off. What? It's gonna be one of those streams, I guess. Okay, cool. Alright, that's gonna do it for the pushback. Alright. Both engines have started. We'll go ignition off. APU can go off as well. Runway turn-offs and the nose light to taxi. Everything up here is looking good. Get the weather radar on. Okay. And let's just have a look where we're taxiing. So... Alright, so we'll taxi... Where are we? Taxi it off to the right, okay. And we'll set flaps as well. And let's go. The ground handling actually isn't bad in this. Generally, ground handling in Microsoft Flight Sim isn't the greatest, but in the A300 it's pretty good, and I've done a good job. And off we go. Set auto brake max. Do need to get Simulink running. Alright. Not sure what that passenger chatter is. Alright, and the runway is just at the end here. Got our flap set 15-15. This is runway 33. Alright, let's stop here. Set the parking brake, and very quickly I remembered I need to start FSLTL so we get some nice ground traffic upon landing. So let me just start that really quick. Won't take long at all. Alright, FSLTL is started. And whilst that's doing that, let's get the landing lights on. Strobes can go on. Takeoff config. TCAS can go to TARA. Missed it. There, TARA, and let's go. Thought the airport looked a bit empty. Again, this is the freeware version of EDDH I found on flightsim.to. And EGNX will be the Pirigi Devco scenery. Alright, runway 33. Let's spool them up. 50%. And toga. Oh, come on. Microsoft Flight Sim is weird like this sometimes with the V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. We'll hand fly it for a bit. Yeah, sometimes when you zoom in and then change cameras on Microsoft Flight Sim, it doesn't adjust the zoom as well. But sometimes it does. It's a bit strange sometimes. Look at that. Lovely. We will just be hand flying it here. Aircraft is perfectly trimmed out as well. Lovely stuff. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim camera system is a bit strange. Right, we'll go flaps up. 1 notch. Start making this left turn. I did turn off the curved flight track on the ND because the having no curves is realistic to the real aircraft. Look at the flight performance though. Very cool. I do like these new PW engines, and the improvements they've made are pretty good. And we can go flaps up completely. Still hand flying. I have to say it does have a pretty nice flight model. And surprisingly, I've been flying the 747, the default 747 in Microsoft Flight Sim recently. And the flight model on that is actually pretty decent. It does actually feel like a heavy 747, so it's not too bad. We'll hand fly up to 10,000, and then we'll engage the autopilot. Alright, we're getting up to 10,000 now. So we'll enable autopilot and we'll get the lights, landing lights off, the runway turn off lights off, and the nose light can go off. AP bleed should have been off beforehand as well. Lovely. Beautiful. That lovely PW engine. Yeah, go ahead, try the 747 out again. It's definitely pretty good. Not too bad. After the after working title did their work on it, it's not too bad at all. Pretty decent, actually. Alright, we're on our way to East Midlands. And I will be flying in the a Pilot's Life event today from Oslo to Paris Charles de Gaulle. So that should be interesting. I'll be recording that as the second episode of my Pilot's Life series. Scenery around here is very nice indeed. Okay. Yeah, definitely be flying a lot of cargo ops in this. It's very, very nice. I like the new FB. I just wish all of this stuff could come to the X-Plane version. That would be so cool. Look at this. That's pretty cool. Look at the landing performance. We'll do this upon arrival. There it is. TAT is in icing range. We'll turn the anti-ice on. There's not a huge amount of moisture around, but we'll get it turned on just in case. We do need to go standard on the altimeter. Look at that, beautiful. I've been quite liking Microsoft Flight Sim recently, but I always end up going back to X-Plane. But I think flying both sims is pretty nice. I like having the options, although X-Plane is still absolutely my main sim. Very nice scenery on our way down to East Midlands Airport. Just passing flight level 210. Checking out the new PW engines as well. They are very, very nice. Look at that. Cool. Alright, you can see our top of climb there. And yeah, landing this is pretty cool actually. Like I said, the flight model is actually decent. It nearly died on my takeoff as autothrottle decided idle was needed. It was so close to his third strike. Is that in the Sparky? In the 744? Very nice cockpit textures and all of that in here as well. I mean, look at that wear and tear. Very nice. I know I've done a great job on this one, for sure. Yeah, Sparky. When I flew that the other day, it was a little bit buggy, if I'm honest. But it's like when you go into plan mode in it, it just doesn't. It shows the flight plan, but only the magenta line and nothing else. No waypoints, nothing like that. It's a bit weird. We are live weather, live time here. And should be scheduling my members only stream for probably Tuesday or Wednesday at night, I think. Yeah, definitely always been a little bit buggy. But it's not too bad for freeware, I suppose. Temperature is still in icing range, so we'll leave the anti-ice on. Very cool. So yeah, looking forward to bringing out some more Pilot's Life episodes. Been really enjoying that one. In Microsoft Flight Sim, since the clocks went forward in real life, Microsoft Flight Sim doesn't recognize it, so it's always an hour behind until they go back again. A bit annoying. Or it was like that last year. Oh, really? Interesting. When we get to East Midlands, we'll see what time it is in the sim. But I hope they account for daylight saving hours. So in the sim it's Zulu 1631, which is accurate. Local time in Germany 1831, maybe that's realistic. We'll see when we get to East Midlands what the local time is there. Obviously it should be 1 hour plus Zulu. Don't get a huge range on this ND. Only about 240 miles. The menu does pop out, so it's easier to see than X-Plane. The yep, the ND, you mean? I can't remember what key binding I have it set to. Ah, control. Yeah. For us, it's 1731. Absolutely. Very nice scenery. Ah, so when I brought up the ND there, it stopped showing Microsoft Flight Sim on the stream for a second. Weird. Oh, you meant the weather one? Oh, you mean this? Yeah. Yeah, I think I changed the key binding, but there is a key bind. You can pop out anything, but that's gonna make your screen go black, so I'll get rid of them. Take a look at these lovely PW engines again. Very nice. Almost at our cruise altitude here. Cruising at 34,000 foot, so another 3,000 to go. Flight level 340, I should say. Looks like I've got a bit of weather there. I might check this plane out soon, not too sure. Well, it's on sale right now, if you don't already have it. I think it's pretty decent. Well, it's very good for the price, actually. But if you have the X-Plane one, then, you know, obviously you might want to stick to the X-Plane. But I thought I should check it out for the Microsoft Flight Sim people on the stream. Maybe after SU15 releases, the FrameGen mod will get an update and it will start working again for me. Oh really? What's the issue? The FrameGen mod works pretty nice for me. It does have some issues, like if I go here and then pan the camera, see how it jitters. But I can live with that for some nice buttery smooth frames. You have the A300, I just don't fly it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't fly Microsoft Flight Sim as much as I fly X-Plane, but I still like to fly every now and then. And to be honest, with the Pirigi East Midlands scenery, definitely be flying some more cargo ops into there. I just finished an overnight before the stream, actually. I flew from Ontario in the US in the default 747 Microsoft Flight Sim to East Midlands. FrameGen just doesn't show up in game for me. Other week tried like 4 hours to get it working. Did you have the hardware accelerated GPU scheduling turned on in settings? I know you have to have that turned on. And you have to do the registry edit as well. Pretty much here at our cruise altitude here. Flight level 340. Without FrameGen, I'm stuck out the FrameGen because performance isn't right. Let's see. You can hear the thrust reducing there slightly as we get to our cruise. I did a long haul, finished it earlier, done DXB to EWR, very nice. Need to do some flying into Newark, I've not flown there quite a while. Everything else up here is still looking fine. Stuck on the Phoenix, I see. Yeah, the only thing I was really flying was the fly-by-wire, the default 787 and 747 Microsoft Flight Sim, and I was like, yeah, let's see what the payware's like in Microsoft Flight Sim. Give it a try, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed so far. Definitely a good rendition of the A300. Let's see it on the progress page. How long till our top of descent? Will it tell us anywhere? Can we do, where is T? I wonder if we can... Nope, okay. So predicted fuel. But after the long haul, I done some GA flying. Bought the C-150 yesterday. It's a really nice plane. Got it on sale for $20, but used less of my money on XP store. Right. How is the C-150? Look pretty cool. Nice screenshots you sent on the Discord last night. Seem pretty cool for sure. About 160 miles to the next waypoint. I love the C-150, kind of like it better than the 172. It's more old school. Can't just stick on the autopilot. Yeah, absolutely. The flight school I'm going to be doing my PPL at, it has Cessna 152s actually, so pretty cool. I like how you can see the airspace, different airspace, very cool. We are entering Amsterdam airspace here. Looks like we'll probably overfly Eham as well. On our way to East Midlands Airport. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for more flights, videos, etc., do let me know. Either in my Discord, I've got a dedicated suggestion channel there, or in the comments or something. Always looking for some new suggestions, new routes, etc. And if you are new here, then do hit the like button, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. More Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane content coming very soon. Lovely PWs. Still looking forward to the flight back to 777 V2. They said March, but apparently I don't think it's going to be March now, so we'll have to see when that comes out. And then we also have the PMDG 777 coming out as well, which is pretty cool. Also looking forward to the fly-by-wire A380. That thing looks really, really cool. The Flight Factor Discord went absolutely crazy earlier. Why? Because it's not released yet. Okay, I see, yeah. Well, look, I know they said March and they've not lived up to that, but I'd rather have a more polished product. Maybe they're waiting for 12.01. X-Plane 12.1. We'll have to see. A few people were timed out. I've got an aircraft cruise in there. FSLTL. Trying to see if we can spot our top of descent, but I can't see anything yet. Maybe if we're going to plan and have a look this way. There's our top of descent at Percy. I mean, March wasn't officially set, to be honest. It does say on the forum March, but DN himself also said that don't take it as a proper release date. Yeah, absolutely. It was just an estimate, really. I'd love if I and I bring the Beluga as well to Microsoft Flight Sim. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, we're flying Amsterdam right now, almost. So our ground speed here, about 428, a bit slow. I think we've got a headwind. Started picking up some weather here. The A300 is a very cool plane. We get some flying into East Midlands and they are loud, I can tell you that. Very loud. They sound very cool. I think we should do our landing performance then. So that all looks good to go. Probably won't be taking any extra speed unless we have a crosswind, which we don't. It's only a 6-knot crosswind, so we won't take any extra. Conditions are dry. Config will be probably 30-40. Brakes will go auto medium. Calculate. That looks good to me. We don't want to go too far down the runway. That looks good. And yeah, like I said, we'll be flying in the Pilot's Life event later, which is ENGM Oslo to Paris Charles de Gaulle. I think I'll be doing that in X-Plane. and I'll be recording it, hopefully releasing that as a video tomorrow. It'll be episode 2 of our new series. And yeah, I think next couple of streams will be some X-Plane stuff. Depending on if there's anything releasing. Flying the Zebo on that route. No, we'll be flying the A321 towless. Because I signed with Transavia France. So, and I don't have a 737 type rating on Simbit World yet. Although I might get it. I do have enough money to get a 737 type rating. So maybe we will do that and fly the Zebo. We'll have to see. I currently have a A320 family type rating, so right, so Amsterdam Schiphol EHAM is not far in front of us now. There it is. Is this pilot's life free? No, you can get it on Sim Market or Contrail. It's about £30. And I did get the PA announcement package as well, which was another about £7. But it's pretty cool. I have a full video on it if you want to check it out. But it's pretty cool because it gives you like, you get a schedule and it makes you fly to all these new different places, which is quite cool. So my first flight was Porto to Paris Orly, and I'd never flown to either of those airports. Yeah, for sure. Check the video out, yeah. Look at the weather here. And yeah, do you have a suggestion for the route for our members only stream? We'll have to see. Have to see what to fly. That is, of course, our monthly members only stream. I don't think we're going to get a view of EHAM here, which is pretty much directly below us now, but it looks way too cloudy to see that. Let's check our progress page here. Look, we're looking all good. Don't have winds in here. Let's put our minima in for East Midlands Airport. Let's have a look. 506. Okay. That's fine. And then we can put that up here as well. 506. So 506 will go closest is 505. Perfect. Weather should be interesting at East Midlands. Let's take a look. It says minimum VFR Navigraph. Interesting. Not much wind though. You can see our fuel here. Got nothing in the center tanks. Not too long to go now as we cross the English Channel. Going to be flying just north of London and then up to East Midlands. Should just be able to see our top of descent somewhere about there. See if the comms of these work. They do. Very cool. Very nice cockpit indeed. Done a great job with all of this. just cruising above the clouds here. Starting your descent already. What route are you flying again? VNAV won't descend with the path, so I gotta use V-speed. Ah, right. Weird. Luxembourg to Heathrow. Oh, very cool. In the 744, that is, I'm guessing, yeah. Nice route. So we've got another aircraft cruising down there. Oh yeah, there he is. Is that an Emirates something? Can't see it from here. Something like that. There's a 744 freighter mod with Sparkies for flying cargo looks. Oh, very cool. I was just flying with a cargo looks airline, but with just, you know, the regular Sparky 744. I didn't know there was a cargo mod for it. There's our top of descent coming in there, just behind the all those waypoints there. And yeah, flying this with the TCA Boeing yoke is just brilliant. It feels really, really good. Very immersive. It's included with some of the links as in the Sparky Discord, so every time he sends a new version, he sends a link to F mod. Oh, okay, cool, to the freighter mod. Yeah, I'll Google it for sure. What a beautiful aircraft. Look at that. Very nice indeed. Yep, can definitely see the top of descent just about there. If we bring it up, I know that's going to make the actual sim screen black for you guys, but there's our top of descent just there. I just take my yoke up, but since today is Sunday and tomorrow's bank holiday, can't call up, send it off till Tuesday. Oh, you're returning it, aren't you? Ground speed about 437, not too bad I suppose. Mach 0.8. As we get closer to East Midlands, using the Pirigi EGNX scenery as well, which is fabulous. I'm quite familiar with East Midlands, it's my local, and having a look around that was really, really cool. I love the details. Especially inside the terminal and inside the cargo area with animated people. Inside the ATC tower as well. It's very, very cool. Very nice scenery, that's for sure. Very accurate as well. Slightly longer cruise today on this stream, but only about 80 miles to go till our top of descent. Yeah, it might have been easier with yoke, possibly, but I can imagine that'd be that'd be tiring. Should be entering London airspace fairly soon. But yeah, just out of interest, would you guys be interested in seeing the Phoenix or the PMDG or something like that on the channel? The 737, that is. Phoenix is real nice. I think you should get that over PMDG. Yeah, I think that's the most likely option, to be honest. But I do have the TOLIS in X-Plane, and you know the fly-by-wire isn't too bad, so we'll have to see. It depends. I think on on a pilot's life, if our next job is with an A320 family, A320 CEO, then we'll maybe we'll go ahead and grab that. We'll have to see. But I kind of want to do some cargo flying in a pilot's life. I feel like that'd be fairly cool. But yeah, the Phoenix is, from what I've seen, very, very good. Definitely a very good option in Microsoft Flight Sim. What's it like on the flight model? Because the fly-by-wire flight model is still a bit strange in my opinion. But what's the Phoenix flight model like? I still prefer TOLIS, but Phoenix definitely compares in some areas, most of the visuals. Sometimes when we're over with a Phoenix, yes, the visuals are definitely a lot better than what we have in X-Plane with TOLIS. But I think the system depth and the flight model and stuff like that with the TOLIS are better. Although I haven't flown the Phoenix, but I think the platform from X-Plane is just it's just better for flight model. But you know, if you're not interested in the flight model and having a super realistic flight model, then obviously Microsoft Flight Sim and the Phoenix are a pretty good match. And yeah, the visuals do bring me back to Microsoft Flight Sim sometimes, I have to say. Now flying over the English Channel right now. The Phoenix is alright on hand flying. Most of the flares are a bit iffy, but apparently it recently got improved by a patch. I'm yet to try it out. However, Phoenix is good enough on flight model. Cool, that's good. I find the fly-by-wire gets very sensitive on the flare. Very, you know, overly sensitive. Almost too responsive. See a bit of, actually I don't know what that, oh, that's a contrail. Of another aircraft cruising. Can see a little glimpse of some land there. That is Margate. Should be overflying south end here as well. Only fly a few on Microsoft Flight Sim, and it's a Phoenix A300 maybe, PMDG, but the flight model physics is very, very weird, so I don't fly that anymore. I went to Zebo. Yeah, that's why I've not got the PMDG, because, you know, it is a great add-on, don't get me wrong, but we have the Zebo next plane, and that is more than good enough for me. But, you know, if I was only flying on Microsoft Flight Sim, then of course the PMDG would be brilliant. I just don't have the need for two 737s, really. I only really got this. We do have the X-Plane 12 version, of course. I only really got this because it's so cheap. It was like 30 quid or something, so. Feels weird. It's 6 PM and sunset is nowhere near us. Yeah, it's weird, right? Very weird. Doesn't feel like 6 PM, that's for sure. But I do like... I'm a summer person. I love summer. And I like having the longer days. I really don't like winter where it gets dark by like 5 o'clock. Actually, our top of descent, just sort of mixed with turco. The top of descent marker. I wish the top of descent marker was a different colour. Obviously, that's not INI's fault. That's how the real A300 was, but makes it kind of difficult to see the top of descent marker there. Stayed up till about 3, but I missed the clock change. The clock change happened at 1, so we didn't. So between 1 and 2, it just jumped. Or we didn't have a 1 o'clock. It went from 0:59 straight to 2 o'clock. That's probably why you missed it. Maybe you didn't realise. Yeah, love summer, always love the heat overcoat. Yep, absolutely. Only about 20 nautical miles till we start our descent here into East Midlands Airport. Obviously a massive cargo hub for the UK. I think other than Heathrow, it brings in the most cargo a year, which is pretty cool. We definitely get a lot of cargo aircraft overnight, 767s, 757s, A300 sometimes, the occasional 747. A lot of 737s from West Atlantic. Yeah, missed a change, didn't realise till like 2:30. Looks like it's definitely going to be cloudy. Cloudy approach into East Midlands. Seven fours do indeed fly into East Midlands sometimes. We don't get too many, but yeah, we do get the occasional 747. East Midlands actually has a decently long runway, to be honest. You can easily accommodate 747s. We had an emergency A350 Singapore Airlines diverted from Manchester into East Midlands a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, no problem. I'm pretty sure an A380 could quite easily get into East Midlands, but it wouldn't have anywhere to park. So our first restriction on this descent is, let's have a look at the descent. So first restriction, Hemel flight level 220. So let's set 220 in preparation for the descent. So we're about to hit our top of descent right there. Yeah, that was for the storm, absolutely. This is when we had some really bad storms in the UK about a month or two ago. Had a lot of diversions. There's our vertical deviation showing our profile. There's the top of descent, so let's start descending then. The storm Thursday, Friday was crazy. Yeah, that was insane. How those pilots were getting the aircraft down at Heathrow, it was very, very skilled, as you can tell. Yeah, it was definitely very windy. Look at this. Got Southend just below us there. Yeah, you got some lovely shots of the aircraft there, Caleb. I saw them on my Discord. They were brilliant. Look at that rate of descent, almost 4,000 feet per minute. It's a bit higher. We are just on profile. We should also set our ILS frequency, which is 109.35. So 109, and we'll go down to 35. And the course is 088. Also saw tiny little ATR got battered by the winds. That must be very difficult to get down in those conditions. I'm guessing that was a Loganair ATR. I'd love a good ATR in X-Plane. That would be amazing. I know there's one in Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm yet to try that out actually, but if people want to see that, then that might be a pretty cool option to fly as well. Yeah, I've had jet photos. It's very, very difficult to get anything on there. Yeah, Loganair also saw the ERJ. Oh, very nice. We approach 126. Yeah, I did get the E-Jets from X-Craft, the E190, so looking forward to trying that out. Pretty accurate weather in the UK right now. This is pretty much how it looks outside my window. Well, not like this, obviously, but very overcast here in the UK right now. And by Hemel, we need to be at 220. Then we're going to further descend to flight level 080. Yeah, definitely a good decision to go on Friday. check what the altimeter setting is for East Midlands in preparation. Is 0993. We'll set that as we get down to 6,000. But Myrtle is free parking, so most go that. Yeah, absolutely. Gonna make this restriction just fine. Flight level 220 at Hemel. Alright, good luck on your landing there, Caleb. Alright, just gonna pass Hemel now. Looks like we're gonna make our turn in just a second. And we'll start descending towards 080. Perfect. We're down at 220 now as well. Pretty much straight down now towards East Midlands. Alright, looks like it's going to get us to slow down to about 220. Which is perfectly fine. Yep, live weather, live time, as I said. And yeah, it looks like the local time is correct in Microsoft Flight Sim. It says 1822, which is 1 hour past Zulu time, which is correct since we are now in British summertime. A little bit high on the profile, but it looks like the aircraft is correcting for that. Let's have a look. Keep an eye on it. I think we're going to put just a little bit of a speed brake out there, just to help the aircraft descend, get back on profile. TAT is nice in range, but we don't need it yet. As we go through the clouds, we might turn it on. Now I'm going to preset my heading selector. Because we're going to fly heading 270. Which is the heading for the downward leg for 09 into East Midlands. And the weather just updated at East Midlands. is now IFR conditions. So that's going to be interesting, which is more accurate, especially to what I'm seeing outside of my window in real life. Looks like we're nicely on our profile now. Let's stow the speed brakes. Don't need those anymore. Hopefully the aircraft can stay on profile on its own now. Looks like we're still getting high again. I'm going to put in about a quarter and leave it at that. I think that's good. So actually after pitch up we are going to fly due north, so we'll set this as 000 because we'll go manual. We're pretty much going to fly what I've seen, because after that is pretty much vectors into 09. So we're going to fly the approximate routing, which is what I've seen based on flights going into East Midlands, and how ATC tends to vector them. Pretty much just going to be flying due north, then we'll make a left turn onto the downwind. You can see EGNX there. So after pitch out, we'll go due north, make a left turn like that. That is what I've seen them do in real life. $140 feet per minute. Not bad. But I did notice the flight model and it was a bit strange. Yeah, it is a bit all over the place. I did notice that as well. It seems like it's the roller. The ailerons are a bit delayed, it feels like. So you end up just overcorrecting. That's on the 747 Sparky, not the A300. Looking good here. On my Yoki wasn't bad, but on joystick it's kind of unflyable. Really? Right, we're getting a bit of the view of the ground here. On our way into East Midlands. Everything is looking good up here. We'll turn the landing lights on in just a second. Not too far to go. Hello Gregory, welcome to the stream. I'm not on multiplayer right now. No multiplayer right now. It's just me. And I do have FSLTO running as well. So after pitch up we'll go manual, fly due north and then do a left turn onto the base, the downwind even. So as we get down closer to 10,000, let's turn our landing lights on. Nose light to takeoff, get runway turn off lights on as well. Everything else looks good. See the landing light on there. Still nice on the profile. Very, very slightly high, but that's fine. We will be overflying Leicester here in just a second. So we head towards Pidgeot. Long taxi from 09 left to the cargo ramps. Oh yeah, that's a real long taxi. I would have switched to 09 right, honestly. Unless you're on VATSIM. So we're going to make that restriction perfectly fine. 080 by Pidgeot. So that's all good. Little turbulence here. Wow. Probably going to be a rocky approach. But that's good. We like a challenging approach, that's for sure. And let's go heading select now. We did change it to 355. Just so we don't have a too long of a downwind. Nah, not on VATSIM. Yeah, probably not a good idea with the Sparky. Get a slight glimpse through the clouds here. The beautiful English countryside. So, let's check what our platform altitude here is. Once my chart loads on a Navigraph. So platform is 2,000. So we'll set 2,000 and we'll just start a slow descent. About 1,000 feet per minute there. We'll keep it at that. That should be fine. Been thinking about getting in the Concorde. Yeah, I thought that as well. I've been wanting to check out the Concorde. Let's get the anti-ice on as we fly through these clouds. I need to learn the feelers first. Need to get some flights done in that. Cloud surfing right now. We did do our landing performance, didn't we? Let's take a look. Yes, we did. Very cool. Oh, you already got it? Wow. This is a nice steady descent into East Midlands here. Might increase the rate of descent there just slightly. Normally at this point over Leicester, I know that the aircraft are about between 4,000 and 5,000 foot, so we are, I guess, a little bit high. That is Leicester right below us there. Lovely stuff. We'll soon make our left turn onto our downwind leg. Where's Nikki? Absolutely, where is Nikki? Just getting small glimpses through the cloud there. There's Nikki. It's Sunday, my rest day. Hello, Rebands. Welcome to the stream. Just ascending here into East Midlands. What we're actually going to do is make our left turn onto our downwind legs then. So that's going to be 270. And let's set the local QNH, which is 993. All good, alright. Went into replay straight into TTD. That's a shame. Then we can arrest the rate of descent here just a little bit. We'll go to 800 feet per minute. Just looking at the descent indicator there. And let's see if we can get a fix in place as well. I don't think we can do fixes in the A300, can we? We'll go to takeoff approach. Look at that, wow. Gonna get down to 2,000 quite nicely here. Is IFR conditions, and we have a lovely sunset. And yeah, glad to see Microsoft Flight Sim is accounting for the daylight saving hour change. That's pretty cool. How is it learning to fly this metal beast? Well, I knew how to fly it before. We did have it in X-Plane 12 and 11, and I absolutely loved it. Learning it isn't too bad actually. It is, you know, sort of like most Airbuses in some sense. The MCDU is fairly, you know, pretty much the same, if I'm honest. It's more just the overhead panel, startup sequence, all of that stuff. But it's pretty self-explanatory, nothing particularly difficult about it. You do have to manually tune your ILS, which is a bit different to most Airbuses. But yeah, not bad. Very, very fun to fly. In both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. Very nice aircraft. You can see East Midlands just there behind that cloud. So we are on a very nice downwind here. And we are going to arrest the descent a little bit more. But yeah, definitely a very nice aircraft to fly. If you are new to the channel here on stream, then do like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Plenty more Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane, just anything Flight Sim content coming on the channel. Especially over summer, got a bit more free time, so I've got a lot of stuff planned. Look at those windmills there, lovely scenery. Let's get these down to ILS so we can see what we're doing. Lovely PW engines today. Looks like we can get the anti-ice off. Stow the speed brakes now. And arm them. And we'll make our right turn for the base leg shortly. You know what, we can slow down to 180 here. And make our turn for base. So we'll go due north, heading 000. Alright, holding at 2,000 as well, very nice. Can arm the approach then as well, go flaps 1. I'm probably end up going flaps 2 as well, but let's see. About 10 nautical miles out, 9 nautical miles out. Very nice. And we'll capture the localizer here shortly. Hope the runway lights are on. Got all our lights on here, all looking good to go for landing. Lovely approach. And we'll go flaps 2 here as well, just before we get the gear down. Should be making our turn onto the localizer shortly. Hopefully. There it is. What does the local time say on the tablet? It says 1839, which is accurate. Look at that. I love the little contrast from cruising aircraft. And we'll get the gear down in just a second. We'll get it slowed down to about 160 as well. Alright, so we've... Look at that ILS intercept. Aircraft just handled that beautifully. That was very, very good. No overshoot. Especially we came in from a 90-degree angle. That was pretty impressive, actually. So let's get it down to about 160. DME 7.4, so we can get the gear down as well. Flaps 3. Good stuff. Alright, lovely. You can see the glide slope coming in there. We are intercepting from underneath, which is perfect. And look at that. What a sight. I think we've got to get some screenshots of that for sure and get those uploaded on Volanta. And we'll select our final approach, which is 126 for our final approach speed then. And yeah, definitely IFR conditions. Definitely. Visibility is poor. We are still 5 miles out. Let's get flaps full. This zoom bug is really weird. Every time I zoom in and then try to go back to my main camera, it just doesn't want to do it. I do have the runway in sight just there. And we will be going manual thrust for this landing as well, as they do in the real A300, I believe. Hello ShipDub, welcome to the stream, just in time for landing. Very glad to have you here. And there's our descent on the glide slope and the localizer. I wonder, can we activate both? We can activate both autopilots, brilliant. That's exactly what we want, amazing. We'll take manual control here in just a second to have a slight crosswind. According to Navigraph, we have a slight crosswind from the left, so 6 degrees, 6 knots even from the left, and we do have a 10 knot headwind. Looking good. We are using the Pirigi Devco scenery for EGNX as well, which is really, really cool. Let's get auto brakes set to medium, number 2. Might be airline SOP, but I've seen videos IRL of them landing with auto throttle off in an A300, really. I'd have to look it up. I don't know, I've seen both, so maybe it's just airline SOP. I know Lufthansa have a weird SOP for even the there's auto brake set. So I think we're going to go manual control on the auto throttle then. And let's disconnect the autopilot. Oh, alright. Manual control then. Getting a bit high, a bit too much power. Yeah, I think because the stream was delayed, I set it as you probably typed it. Definitely bluster rate, we're going to get a bit low here. But we have plenty of speed, so that's fine. I can definitely feel that wind. Make sure we stay on center line here, not get too low. Get a bit more power in there. Oh, don't stutter, please. on, get it down. Okay, got it down. Reversers out. Let's get it slowed down. I need to turn off that passenger clapping in FS Realistic. Stow the speed brakes. Looks like we'll make this exit. Brilliant. Alright. Nice. Wasn't too bad at all. A bit of a floater. It looks like we need a bit more power for the taxi. Get the flaps up. Speed brakes up. Retracted as well. Yeah. Alright. And we'll taxi off to the cargo area. Not sure why I got a stutter there. I hate when it zooms out like that as I try to click the switches. Bit of a speedy taxi here today. Right, strobe can go off. Nose light to taxi. Everything else is fine there. Slow it down a bit. Don't need to taxi that fast. We can get TCAS off. And weather radar can go off as well. You can see all the DHL aircraft and everything there. On frames, A300 has been pretty okay for me. I didn't get that stutter on my other flights, so I'm not sure what that was. But so far it's been okay for me, to be honest. Look at this Purgri scenery. Look at that, the Rolls-Royce engine and all electric aircraft there. We'll take this turn off to the left here. Looks very busy, as it should. But yeah, I am using the FrameGen mod, so it's a bit difficult to accurately measure the FPS because the FrameGen mod is altering it. And yeah, honestly, the ground handling on this add-on is pretty good. Like, for MSFS, pretty decent. The Star Air 7767 there, I love seeing those go into East Midlands. I love delivery. And we'll park up somewhere just over here. Get the nose light off. Runway turnouts can go off, and we'll take this next one. Just here. Look at that lovely texture work on the scenery. And we'll go for a shutdown then in just a second. Again, if any of you are new here and you've enjoyed the stream, then do go ahead and like and subscribe. Really does mean a lot to me. And let's just take a look where to stop. So we'll get it stopped about there. That looks good to me. It would be nice to have some marshals or something. I think I probably need GSX. Share your FS Realistic preset, by the way. Yeah, I can show you that in just a second. I don't think I've actually changed it much at all. Definitely need to get that changed. So, oh, we didn't start the APU. Actually, we'll leave it off. We'll just go for a full shutdown very quickly. Doesn't matter too much here. Beacon off, nav logo off, wing off. We can go ahead and get the emergency exit lights disarmed. Everything is turned off already. Pretty much don't need to do a huge amount here because we didn't have the APU. Let me go to... Come on, doesn't want to do it for me. Apparently my preset isn't working now, but that's fine. Everything else looks good. Let's just get the batteries off there then. Alright, and a very, very, very quick shutdown here. On the A300 with those new beautiful Pratt & Whitney engines there, as you can see. And if we wanted to take a look around scenery, we can do. Let me know in the comments. FS Realistic, let's take a look at that. So let me just bring that up on the screen for you guys in just a second. Currently flying from Madeira to Hamburg with a Condor 757 with the blue stripes livery on VATSIM. Very nice indeed. I hope you have a good flight. So there is FS Realistic, and I've linked it to my 747 profile, but it's pretty much what it is. I do need to want to turn that down a little bit. Auto speed brake, we don't need that. Brakes, we have that on. Breathing, just a slight movement. What else? Cockpit ambience, crash screaming, otherwise we've never crashed, so we don't need that either really. Engine vibrations are there. First person, we don't really use too much. Flaps drag, flaps lever, flap stress. What else? G-forces, gear drag, ground roll, all of that good stuff. We can turn that off, we don't need that. Over G, over speed, reverse thrust, I do want to turn that down a bit. Scary ride, interesting. Sneezing, we'll keep that on. Speed brakes, stall buffet, stick shaker, we don't need that in the A300. Toilet flush, we'll leave that on, why not. And yeah, this is the rest of my preset. Turn that down a bit and that down a bit. So yeah, that is my preset. Go back to Microsoft Flight Sim, and that's gonna be it. In X-Plane 12, brilliant. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this stream then. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.